Hey guys, as Gopiyanti says, aka Ganadakar, teaching beyond the surface, keto free, all that good stuff. Um, so I'm here talking about something very interesting called the transfer payment system in Ontario and across Canada. Actually, it is what is causing a lot of the corruption that is happening across the country. So I shared that I was assaulted at the Scotiabank Arena. And ironically, the SIU just released an article about the fact that had the SIU, had the Scotiabank Arena cops had their body cam footage on when that gentleman from October, I think it is, had his eye socket punched out, we might not be here. And then it comes to my attention, same thing happened at TD Coliseum Arena. It's my understanding, I'm picking up a little bit about some girl on the second level. SIU mandate has been invoked, rightfully so, because these idiots all operate under the same BS where they use strong arming. If anyone was at the Cardi B concert and has figured out more details about the girl or the woman or whoever it was, please get in touch with me. This is a pattern. When I got pushed out of the Scotiabank Arena, I was given like a massive hematoma on my big toe and on my, I think my middle toe on the left hand foot. That did not happen. Before I left for the Cardi B concert, the weather was pretty amazing in the evening. And so none of us wore our jackets downtown. We took the Up Express downtown. And wouldn't you know it, like I remember going through my Uggs, I remember going through flats, and I chose the most comfortable pair of leather flats. And I think with the trauma response and all the BS that they had done to me, I didn't realize the impact with which they threw me out and they tried to like cover everything up. Guys, this is terrifying. Also, when I was in detention, I asked to use the washroom. They denied that. I asked why my rights weren't read. I was gassed. I love you too, baby. I was gaslit by the third officer who came out of nowhere when I suddenly wanted some accountability. He lied, and the cruiser didn't have his body cam on either. He tried to gaslight me and say, oh, the officer who pushed you out wasn't even there. I said, bruh, I was such a BI because I knew what happened was inappropriate. And the force that they threw me out with, like, it was so degrading, but that's why I kept talking back all night. Had anyone else spoken back in the ballsy manner that I did, I would have been black and blue, but they knew I caught them. They gave me all kinds of BS about the fact that provincial offenses are different than federal. Nah, bro, the minute you put those handcuffs on me, you messed up. And the stupid lady came out to try to make it look like they were concerned about me getting home. They weren't. Stay tuned, guys. I had been asking for 30-40 minutes in the cruiser, and they were trying to punish me for not wanting to go home cooperatively because they had nothing. They couldn't trespass me, they couldn't do whatever. Instead, they gave me a public intoxication ticket. Asked them for a breathalyzer, they refused. I said, prove it. I said, you guys are idiots. And I insulted them left, right, and center because I knew I was illegally detained for wanting to check my seat number. Hi, Mommy, love you. Hi, baby, love you too. For for wanting to find my seat. I'll post the text messages with my friends' names blocked out. But, you know, the majority of us there were mothers. We're not stupid. We have realities to go home to. And before anyone from the PLCAS tries to mess with the mother that I am, the first mother in all of Ontario who got a bad faith finding from the Peel Children's Aid Society without her children dying, because that's what's up. I know when something's not right. Stay tuned, guys. This is insane to me. I got a bad faith finding, but there's like a serious like issue around misbehavior in this province and country, and guess what, I'm going to get to the bottom of it, and I'm exposing every single one of them. Stay tuned. This week I'm dropping the courthouse audio from when I tried to beg for protection after ceasing the Brampton courts who gaslit me and some loser steroid cop at the Brampton courthouse they called to try to strong arm me. I was like, what is this, a forming attempt? What are we doing here? I go, you know, the Peel police have been sent to my house twice by the Peel District School Board, so we're going to play this game. And then when I told him he's not such a badass, when I told him I was recording, you should have seen how his demeanor changed. First, he threatened me to like call this, he's like smirking. He's like, you talk like this? I said, do you understand how my life has been put in danger? I CC'd the Brampton courts. Nobody cared. It wasn't such a baddie then. And I also pointed out, I said, do you see this this like waiting area full of people, some of whom have seen me waiting here since 11 in the morning? I said, they're all witnesses. I see that body. I said, see that footage? I bet you their body cam wasn't on either, because like there seems to be a habit of, even though we're funding it, and that loser Doug Ford, Fraud Nation, is giving them like endless amounts of money to do what? To aggress on people. When I went into the police station, I begged them to let me use the washroom. When I told the sergeant, I said, I want all the badge names. He's like, I said, they shoved me out with such aggression. I said, how is that allowed to happen? And then he goes, I'm going to suggest that that didn't happen. Those were his exact words. And I said, are you recording this? He points up and he's like, yep, I'm recording it. And then some woman, here's the kicker, the thinner set white woman, he's like, there's two women, they're going to frisk you. She comes and they try to like pat me down. They're giving me all kinds of attitude.